Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you some of the basic tools that you're going to need for making a handmade knife by the stock removal method, which is taking your piece of metal or whatever you're going to use to turn into a knife, and you're just going to cut the shape of the knife out of it. That's what stock removal method is. It does not require a forge or any hammering or anything like that. So some basic things you're going to need. First of all, the most important thing is you're going to need your metal. I like to use files, are my favorite thing to use because they're a good source of high carbon steel. Butterfly just landed on me. That was weird. High carbon steel, very strong and very very hard. Okay, so that's the file. And then another thing that I've used is old saw blades. Both of these you can get from like old pawn shops, and you can get them from just junk stores and stuff like that, or find them. A lot of the times you'll find them out just buried under the ground, halfway buried under the ground, or like in old shops and stuff like that. You can find them anywhere. So those saws, those are also very hard, and the thinner they are, or the thinner your blade is, the sharper you're going to be able to get that sucker. And all my saw blade knives are just razor sharp. They shave like nothing. Like nothing else. It's crazy. Anyway, back onto the stuff here. Another thing you're going to need is a vise like this. I prefer a bench vise here, but if you don't have one of those, it costs about $50 to get one, a small bench vise. But if you don't have those, and you can just pick up, like I said, from a hardware store or like a pawn shop or something like that, you can pick up a vise like this. They're not too expensive. Another thing that you're going to want would be, it's not necessary, but you're definitely going to want one. It's really hard to make a knife without one. Would be this angle grinder right here. You can buy this for like $40 at like Home Depot or Lowe's, even Walmart. I'm sure you can get one. This is just a small scale angle grinder, and those are great for knife making. You're going to want some sort of handle material. This is just a square piece of boat arc right here. Makes great handle material. Or you can use like micarta, which is a little more, it's more of a kind of a plastic type deal. It's you can make your own or buy it from wherever. You can buy it from knife stores. USA Knife Maker is a good place to buy knives. Or not knives, but knife supplies. Just places like that. You can just Google search knife supply websites and stuff like that, and you'll find them. For your angle grinder, you're going to need a cutoff wheel, which is a very, very thin wheel that is used for cutting the stock away from your metal material. You're going to need a grinding wheel, very thick, heavy, and that will grind away excess material. And then I like to use the sanding wheel here to works. You can use it on wood or metal, whatever you need it for. Speeds up the sanding process. Another thing here is sandpaper. Definitely going to want some sandpaper. Sandpaper is very important for putting a finish on there. You're going to want to start with a very low grit and then work your way up to a higher grit. I usually finish off with about 1,000 grit automotive sandpaper. You're going to need some epoxy here. This is just a cheap 2-part epoxy you can buy at a hardware store for like $5, and this stuff will last a while depending on how many knives you're making. And it's very, very strong. It's very strong stuff. And if you want, you can buy pins to pin in the handle and everything, but you don't really need them. I haven't really used any pins on any of my knives yet, but you can buy those if you want. You're going to want another file for working on it. Once you get the bevel put on, the primary bevel, you're going to want to finish off the bevel, or at least start putting on an edge with the file before you put it on stone. You also might want to consider, if you're doing wood handles, this Birchwood KC True Oil gunstock finish. So that will give the wooden handle a nice glossy finish, and I actually have a video up showing you guys how I finish the handles with this stuff. You can buy it at like you used to be able to get it at Walmart. I'm not sure if you can still. You can find them at like gun stores and stuff like that. But if you're not in the area of a gun store like close by, then you can just order them off the internet at like Cheaper Than Dirt or something like that. That's a good website to buy stuff. This is my toolbox here, and it just got all kinds of stuff. I use this plastic for spacers to put in between the handle and the tang. This right here is just an old wooden sword that I'm using for a for handle. Here's a knife blank. I've got leather in there, and I've got more files and more wheels and a ball peen hammer, and it's all messy and dirty right now, but different. So those are the basic tools that you'll need. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Really, that's all you should need, but you know, everybody kind of has their own style, and they like to do things their own way, so you can improve on this if you want to. This isn't everything I have, but you know, just the basic stuff. Like I said, I hope this video helped you, and I guess I'll see you later.